What is up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, hi, I'm Adriana. I do all types of lifestyle videos and just do stuff, fun stuff here and there. And I'm super excited because I'm going to Anime Expo for the first time. I'm super excited, also super nervous because I know in general, like I haven't been to Anime Expo or anything anime related, but I have been to like conferences and conventions and I know how insane it can get. So obviously I'm worried and I'm nervous about that part, but I'm excited to like see something new. So I'm so happy. I do only have a one-day ticket because again, I love anime. If you guys have followed my channel, you guys know like I love Attack on Titan. I've seen Spy Family, Chainsaw Man. I'm currently actually watching Death Note. So I like anime. I'm not like a super hardcore fan. Like there's still a lot that I don't know. Even just looking at some of the stuff that is like currently shown and like the promos, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure what that is. But I'm just gonna go for a fun time. Actually, the one thing that I want to do, because we're going on Saturday one day, they're gonna have a lot of Persona that day, and I actually enjoy the Persona game, so I'm excited to see that. And that's thankfully on Saturday. So yeah, we only got a one-day ticket. However, today is Friday, July 4th. Since it's a holiday and I have the day off, I was like, I should probably get my badge today, because that's another thing. Basically, I literally got a ticket a week ago and obviously it's past the cutoff. If I got it months ago, they probably would have mailed it to me, but since I got it too late, I have to like go pick it up. And originally we were gonna do that Saturday morning, like go super early, but we figured, hey, we have no plans on July 4th, let's just go get our badges that day. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna head out in a bit. Another thing about me is that like I'm very type A. I love planning. I also get very anxious and overstimulated, so I'm kind of glad that we're going today to just see at least the outside, the lay of the land, where everything is. That way that's out of the way. We kind of know again where everything is. So I'm glad that's happening today, and then tomorrow we'll just hit the ground running. I'm excited. It's gonna be super fun. If you guys saw my last vlog, you guys will see that I said that July is gonna have a lot of events, and yes, this is kicking off the month of July. There's many other events coming up of all types. Like literally this month, you guys are gonna see basically all the things that I like in very different ways. There's a lot of very different things that I'm planning on doing this month, and I'm so excited. Also, this is gonna be the test run for the DJI, which I feel like I keep saying DJI and it's a J. Right now I'm filming still on the Sony CV10, which again, I explained everything on my last vlog. So I'm filming it right now because again, I just wanted this nice sitting, but I'm gonna use the DJI for like the rest of the vlog. Obviously, I'll probably switch between that and the phone, just because I want to make sure that I have footage, you know, since my first time like really using it out and about. I'm excited to try that out as well. But yeah, that is it for my intro. I just wanted to like catch you guys up real quick, and I'm so excited. But yes, I need to head out. So yes, let's go. I'm excited to take you guys around for everything. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yay! Hi guys, we're currently in Little Tokyo. We got our badges for tomorrow and we're in Little Tokyo just hanging out. There's like a pop-up here, so we're trying to find that, and then we're gonna probably eat dinner. Honestly, just walking outside of the convention center was busy and a lot, so tomorrow's gonna be a very interesting day. We're having fun. We're just gonna go with the flow and see what happens. Yay. Okay guys, we're gonna do a hotel tour. So I just got back from Little Tokyo and I'm staying at the Courtyard Marriott in Torrance. I did want to stay at one of the hotels that have a shuttle to the convention, but they were all super full. So, or actually they weren't full, they were expensive because obviously today's a holiday and obviously expo people. I'm gonna give you guys a room tour because this is actually really nice. Like I even have a balcony, so let's do a little room tour. Also, I just wanted to use the mic because I have the Office in the background, which I love watching the Office in hotel rooms. That's like the best time for me to watch it. I don't know why, it just feels extra fun. But also I want to not speak too much because this hotel is actually pretty busy right now. I've seen so many people coming in and out of rooms. I don't want to be a nuisance. So yes, let's continue. So this is the room. One nice bed, it's super clean. I thought this was cool because it has like a little couch area. Super nice. Again, this has a balcony. It looks so nice. And again, here's some tables, TV. Obviously it's super simple, super nice. Also didn't do a fit check. I'm just wearing overalls right now because it is hot today. I'm actually gonna wear pants tomorrow, which I chose to do that because I knew I was probably gonna be like sitting on the floors. Now this is the bathroom. Actually, I haven't really explored much. I just put my makeup back there already. This is nice, super simple. Love that I'm giving you guys a whole room tour of a freaking Marriott, but here we are. Nice, more stuff, and just the bathroom, which I do not know where the light for this is. It's probably out there. Simple shower, comfy couch over here. It is only 5:13 right now. I'm just gonna relax. I want to sleep early today because I feel like I definitely got a little bit overstimulated. Obviously, it's funny because like any given day in downtown LA will always make me feel overstimulated. And obviously with this, it's definitely added a little bit more of that element, even just walking outside. Obviously, I feel like being inside of the expo might help too because it's like only people inside of the expo are allowed in the expo, you know? So we shall see. I'm gonna get in and out just so I can just be cozy in here, just chill and refresh. I know there's a Starbucks still open down here at the hotel, so I might get a little snack from there and just be done. It seems early, but also it's like 4th of July. I don't really like being out on the 4th of July, especially at nighttime, just with the fireworks. Like even now, like there was people popping already fireworks and it's just every time I would just flinch. I don't know, I just did not like it. So I'm just gonna rest. Thankfully, again, the Office is on, so we're gonna just enjoy some of the Office and it's gonna be a nice little night. And then tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow we're gonna see all of everything that's to offer at Anime Expo. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Obviously, as you guys saw, we went to the SEGA pop-up, which was really cool. Obviously, a lot of stuff has been already sold out because it did start about a week ago and it will be on until the end of July. So you still have time to go. Again, you don't have to be in the expo for that. It's just in Little Tokyo. There was a bit of a line, but not too bad. Like we got in like 10 minutes. So if you guys want to go check it out, definitely go do that. Again, not expo related. So yes, let me rest a bit. I do want to sit outside in the balcony. I'm not gonna lie, if there's fireworks, I'll probably just sit out in the balcony and just watch. And then yeah, tomorrow's it. And we're gonna have so much fun. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. It is time to get ready. I'm sorry if I'm speaking slowly. I don't even have my mics. It's just I'm trying to charge everything, so it's good to go for today. It's early. I actually got a pretty decent amount of sleep. Like I slept earlier than I usually do for sure. We're just gonna see how this day goes. Again, I'm speaking softly because technically these are definitely a little bit more soundproof than other hotels I've stayed at, but I know that like even when I woke up I was hearing like people like open doors and stuff, so like okay, I'm able to hear them. Like I don't want to like overly speak, so I'm just gonna get ready. I still need to go downstairs and check out, so I have probably like a good 20 minutes to just get ready, check my room, pack whatever is left. So I should probably rush a little because I literally had bought this like dry shampoo and I cannot figure out the life of me how to get the protective cover off. Like I know it has one because I can see it. Also, my camera moved 100% because I have it on top of a tissue box, so yay. But if anyone has a better eyebrow product, I feel like my eyebrows look so thick lately. I obviously just want them to look filled. My eyebrows are thick to begin with, you know, but I want them to be filled but not like super thick. So leave me eyebrow recommendations down below. I need them for sure. Also, if you guys have followed my channel for a while, you guys know that I have like my proper makeup and then I have like my everyday makeup that's like simpler products. Usually when I'm traveling like this, I mean this is not like a super trip, but I know that obviously I'm gonna be vlogging and it's like a big event, I do a combination of both items or like items from both those things. So I have like a better foundation, but I didn't bring my good concealer. I brought the Kosas one, which is not my favorite. Sorry if you guys like it. I like the NARS ones more. But then for like eyebrows and mascara. I brought like the ones I actually use like for like good makeup. So it's funny how like I just trade off, but it's just because like I do want to look nicer. Honestly, I need to look nicer in all my vlogs regardless, because I feel like their vlogs were like, I mean, if you guys have seen my vlogs, my everyday, like if I'm just doing errands, I look so terrible. I need to at least put something on and look proper. Your girl needs to try a little bit more. And then that's also what kind of hit me when I was packing for this, because I was gonna bring obviously like more of my like everyday chill makeup, and I was like, no, I should actually properly do my makeup and look nice. Also, I should have done my hair first. My hot tools could have started cooling down because I need to pack them too. I'm not the smartest person. We're gonna speed run this part because I have like a good 10 minutes now. Final makeup look. I just need to finish my hair and I should be ready, at least up here. I think my bangs look okay, so I'm gonna turn off at least a straightener. Yesterday was kind of warm. I am only taking cream sunscreen. I prefer the spray one again when I'm out and about, but I was looking up stuff for Warped Tour because I'm still debating if I want to go to Warped Tour here in Long Beach. If you still want to go, the wait list is like pretty easy to get into, and literally got accepted like right away. What I was hearing from the DC one, because the DC one happened already, basically they weren't allowing people to take spray sunscreen in. They were only allowing the cream like lotiony type. So I was like, oh shoot, I never thought about that before, because obviously I go to Disneyland a lot and I usually use the spray one there and I've never had an issue, but like that's not an event, you know. I was like, I'm not gonna risk it, so I bought like a lotion one just for like events type, because I was like, I'd rather have my sunscreen and like not cause issues, because obviously it's a spray, so I understand why they would have some issue, even though it was like a travel size. So we're gonna plan to do a lot of stuff indoors inside of the thing, so hopefully I don't need it that much, besides like if there's lines, you know, which there will be. Who am I kidding? Obviously if you guys have bangs, you guys know that like bang maintenance is like a lot of work, so it sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. There's part of me that like does not care about the back of my hair, because I was like, I don't see it, but then I know people will see it, but I don't know. I feel like it's fine. We're just gonna leave it. So yes, I'm official final look. Obviously my curls need to fall a little, but this is the makeup, the hair, the shirt is just a tank that I got at Old Navy, and I'm wearing jeans because I'm pretty sure I said the floor at one point. So yes, that is the look. Let me finish packing up actually, and then we're gonna head out. Let's go.
All to the stage. A round of applause. Nice to meet you. 総合プロデューサーをしております和田です。今日はよろしくお願いします。Let's start the slideshow, please. You know, we don't want it to look like boring or mundane. But at the same time, if you look at his clothes are like kind of worn out and they're kind of plain. So he has these, you know, contradictions. What do you guys think? If you're anything like this, and especially on stage, it's gonna.
is up, you guys? I'm using my mic for the first time out here. We're currently on the floor waiting for the Persona 5 performance at the Novo, and we're literally at the side of like crypto heading to like the actual convention center side. So this is fun. It's been a long day. It is currently 2:30. Obviously, as you guys seen, we did the exhibition hall, we did Artist Alley, we did the Persona 5 panel in the morning. So depending on how this line goes, at least we got that out of the way. But yeah, we're just gonna wait and see how this rest of the day pans out. As you guys can hear, I'm probably kind of tired, but like I'm not tired. Like I can kind of keep going, but you know, probably need a coffee after this. But yeah, that's kind of the update so far. I just want to pop in because I have not talked at all. It has been a lot of B-roll. But yeah, now we're just sitting on the floor. It is what it is. We're just excited to be here. We're having fun, and that's all that matters. I'm gonna be very sunburned tomorrow. It's gonna be great. Everything's fine. At least there's shade. There's that, because in the morning there was no shade, and yeah, that definitely toasted me up. That is it for the update. We'll see what happens next. Our boys and Hanji. Our food place is out here. What is up, you guys? It is time to wrap up the vlog. It has been a long day, and as you can see, I got sunburned. That's all I was gonna say. I got sunburned. But overall, it was a really, really fun experience. I would rate it a 7 out of 10. I feel like the Anime Expo staff is really good. They know what they're doing, all of that stuff. I feel like when it comes to like the actual like convention center staff, that's where like there needs to be better communication between both teams, I believe, because getting in was a mess. We came in through the Pico side where there's 2 entrances kind of, and like literally the line just kind of melted together for both entrances. So there was like no end or no start to either line because they were just meshed together. It was just a mess. And when we talked to someone, they were just like, oh, you can just make a line. There's like multiple lines and just like stand here. And I was like, what? So it's kind of a mess. And then the same thing happened at the Novo. Basically, we didn't get to see the Persona performance, which thankfully, at least I'm so grateful that we saw the panel. Like she got to sing 2 songs during the panel. So at least we got to do that and hear her sing. The Novo line was a mess. The lines were just wrapped around multiple times. No one knew what was going on. They definitely did not anticipate that many people going to that particular performance. Persona got a little more popular, you know, but also like the staff from the actual like Novo had no idea what was going on. And like in a way, I don't blame them. There was no way to anticipate how many people. Like I think they should have cut the line earlier, if anything, than just been like safe and sorry, like, hey, we're gonna cut it now, come back later just in case. But they didn't. So the line just kept looping around. No one knew what it was doing. And by the time like the performance should have started, like people were still outside. We were still outside. That's why we didn't make it in. And we were still very looped behind. It wasn't until 4 when people were like, yeah, the performance is capped, y'all, like just leave. And there was just so many people outside. So that was my downside. But again, I feel like it's just better communication between like I guess the outside teams and like the Anime Expo team. The line in the morning for the Persona panel was handled very well. Anime Expo team were like having their megaphones, telling you where to stand. They actually kept the line super early, which is one thing again about Expo. You have to line up early for things. The panel for the Persona one in the morning started at 10:30, and by 8 we got there at 8:30. So gates open at 8. We got up there at 8:30, and literally like 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes later, they like capped the line for the panel, which was crazy. Also for this, we didn't have this issue because we didn't do any other panels later, but they didn't do room clearing, which means let's say there's like a panel that you really want to do at like 2, you can get into an earlier panel and just sit there and like get a good spot regardless if you're outside waiting or not, which a lot of people obviously have issues for, because again, it's kind of not fair if you're like out there waiting in line in the proper line, but like there's someone who waited all day in the hall that you're in for that particular panel. That's a whole other thing too. One of the things I heard a lot too is that it's hot, and yes, it is hot. A lot of the freebies were literally just things you can fan yourself with. Actually, let me get all the stuff that I got. One second. I got this giant tote, Toho Animation. They were giving it for free. Also, yes, I'm filming this with a DJI, so I'm sorry if the camera keeps shifting, and I'm also looking at the screen, so I'm looking at the actual lens. So look at us. When I asked on TikTok for help, so many people said to bring an extra tote because you'll get so much free stuff, and at first I thought they were kidding, but they meant it. Keep in mind, this is the free stuff that I got from stuff that like I actually stopped at. There's so much more. This was from Crunchyroll. They were handing these out. Apparently they have a lot of freebie drops throughout the weekend, so definitely check back for that if you're going next year. So we got this is from a couple of cuckoos, and obviously a little fan. Again, a lot of freebies are just fans. We stopped by a Metaphor booth and we got this, a little magnet, a little keychain. This is the actual lanyard for the day. Obviously all of them look different depending on when you go. Like the 4-day looks different, this one looks different, all of that. I feel like there was a lot of freebies and stuff that I just said no to because I just did not want to have it, you know, or stuff that I just wasn't interested in. Expect to get a lot of free things, which is kind of cool, but also insane. I feel like I segued from the heat conversation. Yes, it gets very, very hot. I think what also like sucks too is that like in some lines, you never know if you're gonna like luck out with the shade or with the sun. For example, the Persona panel in the morning was in the Petrie Hall, and yes, if we got there earlier, there was like a shaded part, but where we ended up landing was straight where the sun was beaming. So we were just hot. Everybody was just using their fans, fanning themselves. However, for the unfortunate performance line, we were in the shade the whole time. So yes, it sucked to wait, but at least we were in the shade. So it's like a lot of it's like luck, basically. Again, the outside spots for eating, sure there's shaded areas, but a lot of people will be sitting there, so expect to be sitting in the sun and just trying to find shade somewhere. But thankfully there was so many like places to get water. That wasn't an issue. Like I got water super easily, super quickly, so that was super nice. Anime Expo staff were like on point. There was so many like help people that had like signs that said like help, so many like booths, so like I never had an issue like finding something or asking questions, especially because when I picked up my badge they didn't give me a lanyard, so I needed to get a lanyard today, and the gate that we entered from didn't have any nearby. So like literally throughout even the Persona panel, like I just had it in my pocket. So like literally when that ended, I was like, I need to go find where like there's badges. So I had to go do that. It was fun seeing everybody in their cosplays. It's really cool. Obviously I love Attack on Titan, but Attack on Titan ended a while ago, so like there wasn't much, but it's really fun to see people who were still in cosplay. There was someone cosplayed as Goth Mikasa, which I thought was super cool. We saw a Zeke cosplayer, obviously just so many scouts, which I thought was really cool. We saw a guy who straight up looked like Lloyd Forger in real life. Straight up, probably the best cosplay in terms of like this guy can be literally Lloyd Forger. That was cool too. A lot of Chainsaw Man cosplays, a lot of Persona cosplays, which again, I was in more Persona circles I guess today, but there was a lot of Persona cosplays, so that was fun. So it was a really fun time. I did stop by Artist Alley, which Artist Alley is intense. I literally only went to the booths that I wanted to go to, and that was it, because that is the most insane place to be at. I also put the names of these shops down below, but one of the ones I wanted to go to had these cute little Shohei stickers. These are so cute. These are so cute. Love these. I'll include these people's accounts down below so you guys can check them out, because that's how I found them. I found them on like Instagram. I started getting like their suggested posts for like Anime Expo, and I was like, oh cool, I would love to stop by. The second account for sure, I know it's Cat Dad Shop, and I got so many stuff from him. First of all, this one is amazing. The I Survived Anime Expo sticker is the coolest thing ever. I got this little rock guitar cat because he looks like my cat. A Bonk one because funny. This one, God gives his hardest battles to his silliest clowns. Amazing, so funny. And then this okay quality keychain, so good. There's so many, but it's just physically overwhelming to go over there. It's very hot down there because like the basement area, it's intense. Like you definitely have to plan ahead. Like I said, I had a 1-day ticket, and I feel like at most you probably need at least 2 days to like physically do everything. It's a lot of waiting. It's a lot of lines, so that's something to keep in mind. It will eat up a lot of your time. Like I said, like I waited 2 hours for the Persona panel in the morning, and then another 2 hours for the failed Persona performance in the afternoon, and that's like time that goes into like your whole day, you know. The exhibition hall closed at 6 today too, so we're like, oh shoot, whatever we needed quick. And obviously a lot of the big exhibition stuff had like really long lines. Netflix was actually at the entertainment hall, and they had a really long line. Toho, if that's how I pronounce it correctly, the one that does Spy Family now, they also had a really long line, and they actually ended up capping it before exhibition closed, because obviously I think like capacity wise they timed it like no way people were gonna get it by the time like exhibition was gonna be closed. So expect to be in a lot of lines and have a goal plan. I feel like that's the one thing. Again, I wasn't too, oh my gosh, I have to do this, and I got freaked out. Thankfully I felt satisfied with everything I did, but it's definitely a very intense time. You do kind of have to plan out your day with like, when am I gonna eat, when I'm gonna do this, when I'm gonna do that other thing, just because you're gonna be in a lot of lines. And obviously it's a very busy time. They did have a lounge for 21 plus, and I know when I was like asking one of the people to like, hey, where's the nearest bathroom, he's like, just go into the 21 plus, and I was like, cool. And then like literally when I was trying to like go to it because it was nearby, it had such a long line. I was like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. So I had to like walk down the hall to find like another bathroom. I do feel like they need to be a little bit more specific with their maps, because I feel like they can still be a little vague. But overall, I had such a fun experience. Again, it was my first time going, so for my first time, like, I didn't hate it. Obviously there's stuff that they can perfect in future years, hopefully, like as it gets bigger, because I feel like it was really huge, and Persona had a big draw today. I hope that they plan better stuff, that they can do better for everyone. If you're like not super stressed out about what you want to see and do, I think like one day would be fine. But if you're like, I want to see all of the things, go to Artist Alley, go to the exhibition hall, do some panels, I don't think one day is enough. So definitely keep that in mind. Obviously go to the days that you want to see stuff. Like if there's a panel that you for sure want to see, go to that day, but keep in mind that you might have to cut stuff out elsewhere. But overall, I had tons of fun. I'm definitely really tired. I got my steps in today, that's for sure. I'm very sunburned. It was a very hot day, but overall it was a really fun experience. I'm glad that I did it. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Like I said, I'm gonna have a lot of tons of fun stuff in July, like that's all over the place. So I hope you guys stick around. Let me know down below if you guys have ever been to Anime Expo, or if you guys ever been to like a convention or something, like Comic-Con or something. I was actually talking about that. I was like, now I want to go to Comic-Con. Let me know what are your thoughts down below. Would you guys ever go to something like this? If you have been, let me know your tips and tricks, all of that stuff, your experiences. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I would love to have you guys around. And yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.